Hey everyone, had a great conversation today with an online student and I want to share it with all of you. I think it's very important when it comes to group classes and when you're working with individual one-to-one students. So my online student, she trains a small group, 3 to 5 people. She has one student in that class that is being difficult. And when I say difficult, I mean when she would go over to that person and give variations for them because that's what that student needed, he would just say, well, it's too difficult, I'm not going to do it, or he just wouldn't do it. So she was asking, and that's also becoming disruptive to the rest of the class. So she was asking me, how would you handle that? And this is a tricky situation because even though her intentions were good, and she was going over and saying, I have a great cue, try this, or this will help you. What I was saying to her was, even though you're doing that, you're singling out that student. And let's be honest, nobody wants to be singled out. And you could give them any type of word, variation, modification, alteration, anything that you can think of. We know, as someone who has needed variations, I always felt that it was something because I was doing something wrong. So how do you deal with that? How do you deal with that in a class situation? So that was the question. It's a great question. And I know some of you probably have come across this in the past. So my recommendation for her was bring the whole class back together again. So instead of going over to a particular student or students and giving them a variation, why don't we just do this? Here's an example. Let's say this particular student can't lock their elbow out. It's not a mobility issue. That person can still lock out. They just don't want to do it because it's difficult. So what I would do is, all right, hey class, this is what we're going to do. When we go into our overhead presses today, I want everybody to hold that overhead press position for a good 3 to 5 seconds or until I tell you to bring the bell down. But when you're holding in that position, what I want you to do is I want you to really focus on lengthening your arm, right? Lengthen that arm and really think about driving into the floor with your feet. So what you're doing is you're giving them specific things to think about, but more importantly, what you're doing is you're helping the student that actually needs it, but you're also making everybody better as a class, and they're doing it all together at the same time. So you're not singling anybody out. And you could do this with all kinds of aspects of different movements. You can do this with any kind of movement you come up with that somebody's having a difficult time with. It's going back to basics. That's what it is. The basics never go away, right? You got to master the basics to own the advanced. So you're basically just bringing back and emphasizing certain aspects of movements that are very important. You know as a coach that you're helping certain people that need it, and that person that needs it is not being singled out. So that's how I would fix it. I've used this in the past and it's worked very, very well. Thank you.